go. Hello and welcome to a new video on Legendary Brotherhood. You may have seen that we tried to upload a video earlier. I recorded it alone. It was Powerless Dream Team, which consisted of Batman, Hawkeye, no wait, not, yeah it was Hawkeye, Sokka from After the Last Airbender, and then two other characters from Cartoon Network shows, Six from Generator Rex and Grandpa Max from Ben 10. Well, one of my friends was wanting to make a Powerless Dream Team, that's why I made that video earlier, but I thought, nah, he can probably record that by himself for the channel while I record this here, a Stealthy Dream Team, as you can tell by the title. Now, let's go to the first pick I have, the Dark Knight himself. Yeah, he's very, very stealthy. He's stealthy because he tries to bring fear to criminals. At least to my knowledge. Most of the time, he tries to take the stealthier approach, but he can still handle himself in a fight. And it would be interesting seeing him teamed up with some other people that are going to be on this list. That's my dream team. I also have an assassin. Actually, I have two assassins in a row, but one of them is an actually stealthy assassin from Assassin's Creed. The other one, well, he really doesn't belong on this list, except for the fact that when he actually does get serious, you can't see it. Batman, he is extremely stealthy, extremely skilled in a lot of things. He's rich and a lot more. He's like Tony Stark, except better until you get to the point of armor and personality. Then he's lamer. But still, he is pretty awesome. And I can't really think of anything else to say about him, so let's move on to Ezio Auditore from the Assassin's Creed games. Actually, to be exact, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. You can all tell why he's on here. He actually makes sense to be stealthy. To be on a stealthy dream team. The next contestant I'll give you a peek really has no reason to. Him and Batman both make some pretty good sense, and it makes sense for them to be here. Ezio has his hidden blades. He is hard to spot in a crowd, and actually, one thing he uses a lot is the crowd to hide himself. There's his hidden blades here, and he usually can carry other stuff with him. Though he wouldn't make sense in the game he wouldn't make sense with someone like Batman around. But still, I find him a cool person. And the reason he would make sense with them is because they're different time frames. His clothing would just kind of look weird. Look outdated, I guess. But he is still one of the coolest people ever, and hey, maybe people just think he's cosplaying. We'll go with that. Now, on to the third person I've picked. By the way, there's 6 people. One of them I've never really seen actually try to be stealthy, but as you may have seen in episode 2 of Soul Eater, if you've seen Soul Eater, Black Star can actually be very stealthy if he gets serious, and before he always jumps in and announces his name, he usually will go through the rules of assassination, including killing your opponent before they notice your presence. It doesn't take much to realize why I would want him here. He is just all around awesome. Plus, his weapon can transform into multiple different weapons and a human. Because Soul Eater. They never really explained that. How they're humans that can transform into weapons, but whatever. Maybe it actually does happen in the manga. So yeah, Black Star. My brother Lucas doesn't think he should be here because he doesn't think he's stealthy, but he has his moments where he can just be like, wait, where'd he go? You think you find him, but no, that's just his weapon slash partner. Tsubaki, probably pronouncing that wrong, but whatever. I've given up on making sure that I pronounce those names right a while back. Black Star would probably not get along well with Batman or probably anyone here, but mainly Batman because of his large ego. And the fact that he will constantly ruin the stealth aspect of everything, but he can be used as a distraction. Tell him to go one place as if that's actually where he needs to go and stay stealthy, then he'll reveal himself, and he's a perfect distraction. Now, on to number 3. The Shadow Dragon Rogue from Sabretooth in the show Fairy Tail. This picture also has his partner, Sting, but this is just about Rogue. He can transform into shadows, which, while he's never used this for stealth purposes, it would actually be the perfect strategy. I mean, you hear people hiding in the shadows, but they are never quite literally the shadows. Actually, there's probably a few people who actually do become the shadows, but no.
Zero?
I only know of Rogue.
Oh.
My brother keeps going on about the last person I have on this list, which I think before I get to that person on my dream team, I may have some honorable mentions. I don't know. But, yeah, Rogue is, in my opinion, a very awesome person. He could work in a stealthy team. Unlike someone who really has a big ego. But yeah, now on to number 3. I was going to use her for Champions of Assassins against Deathstroke, but you see she isn't strong enough, in my opinion, and from what I know about Deathstroke. So, let's give it up. Akame from Akame Ga Kill. I don't think she can beat Deathstroke because of his healing factor and his armor and a few other things that the other 2 people on this channel, Ethan and Elijah, have told me, but I still think that she would work perfectly on this stealthy team. My stealthy dream team. One thing to know about her is most enemies she'd kill before they could even make a sound, while most other people here, there would be a good bit of enemies that would make a sound before they could finish killing them. Akame, on the other hand, if she hits you once, with her sword that is, you're already dead, basically. You're doomed, a few seconds later, you're dead. So, by the way, this is just a kind of random picture of her I found on the internet. So, yeah. Now, this isn't a list, I don't know how to say number 1, but before I reveal the final person after this list, I'll do some honorable mentions. I just started reading Hunger Games yesterday, and I'm already over halfway through the first book. But Rue from the first Hunger Games book seems like she could stand a chance of making it on someone's stealthy dream team. But, you see, I don't know enough about her. She's probably going to die in this book. Actually, no, she's definitely going to die in this book. A lot of people are definitely going to die in this book. 23 people. Though I think that that there are actually 2 survivors in this book. I don't know. Maybe Matt lied to me. But, do I have any other honorable mentions? I'll say Snake from Metal Gear. I have never played the Metal Gear games, but he seems awesome and he could probably fit this list. Sly Cooper is the same exact reason. I've never played one of his games, but he does seem awesome and he is definitely stealthy from what I've seen in his video game appearances. There, he's just a horrible thief who runs in head first. I don't know. He probably is stealthy though. And then the last person I'm going to have as an honorable mention is... I just remembered it, but I forget. You know what, I'll go with Cell, because Yeah, he's not too stealthy, but still, he manages to avoid everyone, all the powerful Z fighters, for a while before the Cell Saga starts. Right, the start. So I'm not exactly sure exactly where that takes place. Cell Saga or Android Saga, one of the two, but he's able to avoid them for a while. So I'm gonna leave him as my last honorable mention and move on to the sixth and final person I want on my dream, the Amazing Assassin Zero. I know that there's no the Amazing Assassin in his name, but still, he can create a clone, actually no, a hologram of himself, while he goes around and kills enemies. While he's invisible too. Invisible and having a clone a hologram distracting them. Zero makes perfect sense for this list. I have no reason not to include him. And the Vault Hunters are all awesome. He'd have awesome guns, which would probably give away everyone else on this list, but hey, you don't get everything. I already had Black Star. Well, okay, now let me think. What else got I? Oh yeah, one last thing. I'm going to come up with why they would team up. I'd say a Kishin joined up with a wizard or something to steal a vault, and now Zero is asking, like, Akame would help because she thinks it would help for the greater good of the kingdom, as the wizard who stole it is in the capital. Rogue wants to... The wizard is an ex-member of Sabretooth. Now, why would... Oh, and the Kishin used to be a Templar, which gives Ezio a reason, and then Batman is just Batman, so that's why they're all working together. Zero's the one who gathered them all. Because he wants the vault for himself, actually. But still, that's what I'm going to make for my list, my Stealthy Dream Team, and why they would team up. Comment your own Stealthy Dream Team, along with what else you'd like to see a Dream Team of, and who you'd like to see make it, me, Ethan, or Elijah. And if you liked, there's a button for that. Comments are greatly appreciated. I even gave you 2 suggestions for what to comment. And please check out our other 2 videos that we have so far. We'll probably have more by the time you're watching this. But that's all for now.